Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of March 21st. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, it's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. Also check out my Instagram for exclusive content. See what we have here for you, Gemini. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. And if you subscribe, you'll get weekly updates from me. So let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view here for you, Gemini, and then we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks good enough to me. We'll go ahead and put this over here, and all right. So Gemini, it seems like right now, some of you are coming out of a period of major upheaval, and there may have been something that you were doing that you knew you needed to stop, and then you figured out how to stop, or you figured out how to stop doing that, or the universe stopped it for you. And we'll talk about that more as we go along. In the future, though, there is a severance or a separation between you and another person, or between you and a situation in your life. So these first 5 cards are a bit challenging for you. We always go through and clarify, and remember, this is a good reminder that you do have free will, Gemini, over a situation, or you have free will over this tarot reading. So take what you want, take what doesn't, leave what doesn't resonate, take what does resonate, okay? Now, in the overall message here, you have the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is like this idea that this person is sort of, this is the way that I like to use to describe this card is it's juggling or fluctuating wealth, right? This person's sort of like trying to keep all the pentacles in the air, trying to keep everything afloat, trying to make everything happen. And it can bring about financial change in your life. By default, it is a good change, but I do feel like maybe there's something that happened here. You have to take all the cards into consideration, right? And in the past, you do have these 2 really powerful cards here of change and transformation going on. And so it really depends on what situation you find yourself in. This is one of these readings where I really want to get clarity on what the message might be. But this can also, like I said, just you trying to decide. If it's not about money changing, it's about a big decision, potentially. I think in this case, it's a big decision. In other cases, maybe not. But in this case, I do think that might be the case. Now, in the past, you have the Tower and the Devil. So the Tower is some sort of major upheaval happening in your life. You can see that this person is falling from the Tower. Now, what I really want you to look at the Tower in a different way. This doesn't have to be doom and gloom. You can see that the Tower here does not have any doors. There are no doors on this Tower. And so this person falling from the Tower really built a prison around themselves. Okay, they really built a house of cards in which they were living in. And so yeah, this person's falling, but the lightning bolt here is actually providing them with a way out. Okay, there was no way out of this situation until the lightning struck. And so the Tower is more about blessings in disguise, revelation, and deeply spiritual situations than it is about doom and gloom. Now, can this be an upheaval? Absolutely. Absolutely can be an upheaval. And you have it combined here with the Devil. Okay, the Devil is 15, the Tower is number 16. Okay, 15 into 16. Situations progressed here in the past for you. The Devil here, this is seriously about, I think, you knowing something had to change, you knowing that you had to change something, and you either figured it out or the universe did that for you, which is what the Tower represents, okay? The Tower sometimes is a situation that is kind of out of our control. Even though we do have free will, we don't have control over everything, okay? We do not have control over everything, but we do have free will. And so the thing is, for some of you here, the thing is that the Devil can represent issues around power and control, which is also very interesting as I'm kind of describing this. And so, there was a situation that was maybe challenging here for you in the past. there was a situation where, with the devil, that can represent addictions or addictive tendencies. It can also represent negative thinking. But big revelation. In the future, you have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups. So the Queen of Swords in this case can talk about you acquiring independence in your life, okay? And the Five of Cups can represent somebody who's maybe, disappointed about how a situation happened or what happened between between them and another person. It can represent grief as well, you going through a grieving process, anything like that. There may have been just a change here, a really upsetting change here in the past for you with the Tower and the Devil. Queen of Swords talks about you potentially literally going through a separation or a severance. This is highly independent energy, but it also, the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very capable of standing on their own 2 feet, right? And so, yeah, it may mean that you are moving past something or you're moving past someone, but at the same time, you are absolutely 100% capable of undergoing whatever change and transformation is happening for you. So do keep that in mind. You know what, let's go ahead and start to get some clarity here. I'm really feeling like we need some clarity. So you have the Six of Swords, you have the King of Swords, okay. You have the Moon, and the Nine of Pentacles. All right. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, counterparts, okay? Counterparts in the tarot. For some of you, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, you are maybe going, even though we don't have any divorce cards, there may be a separation between you and another person here in terms of like a divorce going on here. And, you have these very challenging, which can be very challenging major arcana with the Tower, the Devil, and the Moon coming up. The Moon represents a deception or a deceptive situation, maybe even a deceptive person. The Moon brings something that has been hidden and very deeply hidden. As you see the crab symbolism, it brings something that was deeply hidden to the surface, similar to the High Priestess energy. And when that happens, it can sometimes feel like there may be issues around trust for you showing up, I feel like there may be issues around trust for some of you coming in. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's almost like there was a deeply buried secret. I'm not, we don't have the High Priestess, but I'm getting High Priestess vibes looking at this Moon card, where it's like there was a deeply hidden secret that has now come out for some of you. Whatever happened here with the Tower in the past, it has led you to a transition. It has led you to a rite of passage. It has led you into a new direction. Okay, it has led you into a new direction. I'm also very curious. What is this? There's some sort of symbolism here. Do you see that on the front of the ship? Let me know in the comment section what you think that symbolism may be. I actually think it's a leaf. I actually think the symbolism is leaf energy. I think you're turning over a new leaf in this week. That's what I think is happening here. Yeah, I think there's been a change, but you're also turning over a new leaf. You know that phrase, you've heard that before. I think I'm saying that right. And you do have this Nine of Pentacles, which is also an energy of independence, similar to the Queen of Swords. So some of you may be going from being partnered or married to single. Never like reading about that, but it is coming in. The thing is, though, the Nine of Pentacles independence is a little bit different, and it's more about financial independence. It's more about you having created something here that can really help you grow for the long term. And I always get like passive income vibes when I get the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like for many of you, this is around having to spend significant time alone in the future for whatever the case may be. Because of something that happened here as you've gone through this transition, you're turning over a new leaf. I really hope I'm saying that phrase right. So, this may be involving this King of Swords person, but for many of you here, there is something that's coming forward. What I'm really confused about here is this Two of Pentacles, which is about, obviously weighing options and decisions, but it's also about, changes in money. So I do like to see this Nine of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and get some clarity here. So you have the Six of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So there are changes in money here, okay? Woven in between this reading, there's something involving money between all of this, because with this Six of Pentacles here, you can see the financial scales here showing up. This is about financial balance. This is harmony and kind of the natural balance between everything, the natural rhythm between money and everything in life when you get the Six of Pentacles card. So it's almost like, there's something around giving and taking here showing up. And this is because of a situation ending between you and another person, or a situation ending, some other situation ending. I think very strongly it's between you and another person. But this is also maybe about receiving. The Six of Pentacles can say that if you've been giving a lot, you can now expect to start receiving as well in your life. It's really hard to say. This is one of these readings where I'm not extremely clear. The Ten of Swords is something that's completely done, dead, over with. Okay, it is a complete ending, and it's almost like when you get that Ten of Swords, there's no going back. I've been saying that this whole time. There's been a disappointing situation here that's showing up in this reading, based on this for you here, based on this this change, this transformation, this transition that you're going through. You have this Eight of Swords as well, which is like blindfolded energy. You can see this person's not able to see the road ahead. They're having a hard time getting themselves out of this prison that they've put themselves in, just like the Tower. And so the Tower moment in this reading has already happened, right? This is in the past with the Tower and the Devil. What I feel like this Eight of Swords is coming in to maybe suggest is that this situation could rear its head back around for you here in the future. And, that could also be what's coming to the surface here with this moon energy. That could be something that was deeply hidden. Maybe there was something that happened here in the past, but you didn't have an opportunity to really work through it. That could be coming back around. This is a deep reading. Okay, this is an extremely deep reading. Let's see what else we have here. You have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So the Two of Wands is about research, planning, discovery, deciding on what new path to go on, deciding on what new journey to kind of take yourself down. When you get the Two of Wands, it can say that as you kind of do the research, as you kind of study what you need to study, you can really set yourself up for the growth and expansion that is provided with the Three of Wands. For you, this could be researching a proper investment here with the Seven of Pentacles, or this could be you kind of going down a road that will take some time, but at the end of all of it will give you some sort of long-term payout. As you have this Seven of Pentacles, which represents these long-term investments paying off. It represents long-term scenarios, represents harvests here. As you can see, this person's ready to reap their harvest. And so, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven, right? And the Two of Wands, it's like, there's this like message around money being woven into this reading, and also around upheaval and endings. And so it's almost like there's this bittersweet energy. I actually don't think your money situation looks awful. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Three of Cups, which I really like to see for you in this reading, because it's almost like there was this big message of isolation with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. But the Three of Cups couldn't be more opposite. The Queen of Cups is like partying energy. It's social energy, not like literally partying, like crazy partying, but I'm saying like, enjoying yourself. You can see the three friends here dancing on the cups above. It talks about like good social settings, good friends, good family, joyous celebration between you and other people, and really just having your cups overflowing here. And so at the top of all of this, yeah, you're going through these changes. Yeah, there's something challenging, but you're also going to be dancing at the end of all of this, at the top of all of this. You have the Knight of Wands here. This is moving in new directions, okay? This card comes forward when you're ready to move a residence or change location, go to a new place. You have that with the Six of Swords. Something may have shocked you, some sort of revelation may have come in here that has pushed you to move, to quite literally move in a new direction, like move to a new residence or move to a new location or something along those lines. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.